got that nerd rage. Nerd rage. I got that nerd rage. Nerd rage.
Hello! Happy belated Thanksgiving and season's greetings. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas.
All that jazz.
All that jazz. Episode 100.
Are we sure about that?
Yes, we are absolutely positive about this. It is 100.
I lost count.
Because we are counting the one that we did when we just did the stream. Ask the Boss Man. So this is episode 100. We've made it somehow. As usual, if you're tuning into the 100th episode, and this is your first episode to us.
Sorry.
Sorry. I am David Dragon, joined as always by...
Foxy.
And of course, our third in command...
Chris Nightwing.
Chris Nightwing today?
Whatever name come to mind first. I got so many.
That works. That absolutely
hold
works.
on. Hey, Margaret. Thank you, Lenny. Lenny wish us a happy 100th.
We wish we could be celebrating this a little bit more in style, but admittedly, we're actually still a little sick.
Yeah, we're still coughing up phlegm and everything. This is awesome.
He's coughing up the phlegm. I'm
blowing
snotty.
it out.
Yeah, I'm completely snotty.
You're snotty?
I'm snotty. Snooty.
There you go.
Actually, how are you now? Are you still sick?
doing?
I'm okay. Just my throat started fucking up again. But it's alright. Not like you guys.
Yeah, we're still fucked up.
Yeah. What are you going to do? In terms of tonight's subject, we have no idea. The Boss Man just tuned in, and I just admitted that we have no idea what the hell we're doing for the 100th episode. Awesome. We're horrendously prepared.
We're very ill prepared. Well, okay.
It's actually going to be a hodgepodge, I guess.
Yeah, it's been a very, very long week. You know, again, Thanksgiving just ended. Everyone's all crazed with the whole Christmas thing. This week alone, we had 2 back-to-school nights for our kids on the same day.
On the same night.
So things are definitely still just a little crazed. We had no time to even honestly think about the 100th episode. We're sorry.
And then the funny thing is, as I'm scrolling through our feed for the Nerd News of the Week, as you know, I always pull up the most relevant or biggest news bits of the thing. And other than the trailer and one news bit, there's nothing to talk about in terms of the news.
How is that possible? We were gone for like 2 weeks and just little news? Really?
Yeah. Yeah, like there was nothing going on.
Yeah. The world stood still for the Nerd.
Mr. Garabini, notice you have new hair.
Oh, yes, thank you. I chopped it all off randomly, and I dyed it gray. So.
But anyway. In terms of the one news bit we have this evening, it came like basically Wednesday that just passed has pretty much been dubbed. How many nerds can we give heart attacks to in one day?
Yeah. Is that the word? Maybe hard-ons, really?
Hard-ons, heart attack. Yeah.
No, heart attacks because I almost passed out. Between the Avengers Infinity War trailer. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yes. Because everything was... Monday, Tuesday was all building up to it because they had the announcement of Entertainment Weekly with the big photo spread with all the characters, all of the costumes and everything like that.
Well, that was Vanity Fair.
Vanity Fair, yes. There was all the stuff. Then, of course, teaser. Tom Holland put out like the teaser picture, and then there was the official announcement the teaser was coming, and the teaser turned out to be near 3 minutes of whoa.
Yeah.
But it's not to say some nerds didn't find reason to complain.
Oh, of course.
For what?
They complained that Thanos' skin color has changed. And they're all pissing and moaning, pissing and whining. There's been 1,001 picture memes that I've seen now of him being edited as different versions of what they think he looks like. Can we just take solace in the fact, in this trailer alone, it basically has shown and proven this is going to be the greatest superhero movie ever freaking made.
Yes.
It's probably DC fans complaining about Thanos.
But it's like this is going to be the greatest
Yeah.
superhero movie ever made.
It has led all up to this.
Yeah. This and the next part, because it's two.
Well, this as a whole.
I can't remember what the exact date is. It is gonna break. It's coming out in May, so it's kicking off the summer movie season, and obviously gonna win the summer movie season without doubt. Let's not forget, it's gonna be before that. Of course, we're gonna get Black Panther because all Black Panther's gonna come out before this, and obviously, I'm assuming Black Panther's gonna be the kickoff it's going to give you the big lead
Yeah.
off into this.
I know
obviously.
it's the first week of May. Therefore, if I'm right, I believe
it's always
the
like the first week, yeah.
yeah. I believe it's
Hey,
like
Dan Law.
the 7th or 8th, possibly.
And apparently, yes, as Danielle said, it pretty much broke the internet. Pretty
Yeah,
much.
it did. Just the views of the trailer on YouTube. The views for the trailer on YouTube in one day broke. And this isn't this. It's kind of funny because there's always I'm a Marvel element to see. It actually broke the amount of views DC had for Justice League in just a day. Like if I'm right, I think the Justice League trailer had like 50 mil or more, whereas this Avengers one, it was like 75, 80 mil in a day, as opposed to the total
May 4th.
May 4th. Thank you.
Danielle.
May the 4th be with you.
May the 4th be with
Holy
you. Wow.
Ooh.
Well,
And-
Disney owns it, so
And it deals with space.
and they can do that.
That's amazing.
But this looks like it's going to be amazing. Now, again, and then every nerd had the relation of Tom Holland's part where Tom Holland's hair went like that.
Spidey sense.
Yeah, I think everybody's hair went like this as they were watching. It's like, oh my God, this is so awesome. And then that last clip, you just see them all running and Hulk's behind them too running. And I was like, my hair's standing up all over again. The little fuzz I have in my head standing up.
I shaved my arms, so I can't.
Thank God. I would hope so. And we're not going to turn this into a topic about anything else about your body hairs. Anyway, but then they decided to push it a little bit forward and send nerds into a cardiac arrest with the announcement that Disney and Fox are back in negotiations. They've been quietly back in negotiations, and they are very close to a deal.
It's gonna happen.
Basically, it's not. The news is not. It's going to be. The article I read. It's going to wind up being like when Disney purchased Lucas and Marvel. It's not going to be anything that like, hey, this announcement's coming. It's already happened. It's going to. They're doing it all, because apparently they've been in talks for longer than people realize. They're keeping it very, very hush hush. So obviously, it's going to be one of those things. Major announcement coming later today, or major announcement coming tomorrow, and that's going to be the fucking announcement.
Oh yeah.
Without a doubt. But
I just hope that not if, when it happens, they don't reboot it to do their universe.
You know what?
Like, they just do Deadpool 2, don't redo it.
I think the only thing they would reboot, honestly, is Fantastic Four.
And you know
Yeah,
what? Even
smart.
that, I don't think it would be a complete reboot. What I think if they, because if Marvel can acquire Fantastic Four, it really changes the scope of things. Because a lot of these stories, Fantastic Four is detrimental to it. They have a lot to do with the negative zone and space. So if they do, when they acquire Fantastic Four, I don't think they're going to do a complete.
Acquire them.
They're not going to get a complete hard reboot. What they'll do is they will integrate the Fantastic Four into one of their other movies, and look, spin off Fantastic Four movie. That's it.
All they're gonna do is they're gonna do exactly what they did with Spider-Man.
Yeah.
They're gonna recast the character and run.
Yeah.
That's it.
They're-
Yeah, that's
Or
smart.
like Incredible Hulk into what Avengers has
Yeah,
become.
they just
don't-
recast
yeah.
and ran.
Marvel does not erase their
They
history.
don't believe in rebooting because it messes
just-
up everything they've been doing.
They just go with it. And when they go with it, they go, yeah, this
And now
still
would be
existed.
the perfect.
It's cool.
And now would be the perfect time for them to jump in because. I know they're already filming Avengers 2, so I
Yes.
wouldn't expect Fantastic Four to be a part of Avengers 2 unless it was like something in the end, like the end credits to kick off the next phase,
Yeah.
because the next phase is supposed to involve space.
Yes.
So if they do finalize this deal in soon enough time, I would only expect them to do what they did with Spider-Man and Civil War. Introduce the actor, introduce the character into their universe. He's here. Here's the person. It's not going to be a major role throughout the film,
Yeah.
but now you see them. This is who they are. They'll be relevant within the next thing, which is exactly what they did with Tom Holland,
Yeah.
and they handled it
I
beautifully.
mean, it would work so fittingly with the next phase Marvel has, because this in Infinity War Part 1, that's just the beginning of it. But in the grand scheme of things, Infinity War Part 2, that's the end of everything so far that we knew.
Yeah.
That's the end of that chapter that Iron Man started. The next chapter, if you look at the list of things that they have going on,
Ms. Marvel,
Guardians,
the Skrulls are coming.
Yes.
They've announced, I think, 3 of the Skrulls. The
Yes.
3 major Skrulls are going to be part
It's
of Ms. Marvel's
again,
villains.
it is all a world in which the Fantastic Four is so detrimental.
Exactly. So I guarantee they're going to do what they did with Tom Holland, which is smart.
Yes.
They're going to do that. They're going to push that in. And then, of course, during the next phase, that also brings about Avengers X-Men versus X-Men can get built up.
Yeah, it can.
And everything like that.
You can go as far as even possibly doing Secret Invasion. You can go as far as doing the Dark Avengers because Norman Osborn.
Which who knows?
And
Because
Dark
again,
X-Men.
as we've said, Fox and Disney have been in negotiations quietly.
Yeah.
Now, let's do a little Sherlock Holmes detective work here.
Okay, Watson.
Okay. Why do I gotta be Watson? Never mind. Fine.
Can you be House then? And I'll be Wilson. You be House, I'll be Wilson.
Sure.
Okay.
I already pretty much have been walking gimpy all the week anyway, so it works out. As we said, leads off into space.
Yes.
Fantastic Four fits that bridge. Earth realm, but they were astronauts, so it fits that bridge. Ms. Marvel bringing in the Skrulls as her main villains.
Yes.
And of course, as you said, Secret Invasion.
Yes, which technically happens after Civil War anyway.
Yes,
Yeah.
and again, Fantastic Four and everybody's all relevant to it anyway, as well as X-Men and everything like that. So I think the next phase may lead into a whole big thing. And then now, also, with this working out, this helps out the X-Men franchise because, of course, now, if we're going the space route, Kree Empire, which, of course, the next X-Men film, which they're already saying is going to be very loyal to the books, is the Phoenix Saga.
That actually has to do with the Shi'ar Empire.
Shi'ar Empire. I switched my names. But they said it actually has already started. This is going to be the most, not going to be 100%, but it is thus far the most faithful to the books that they've done so far. So, again, that bridges them over into the whole space thing as well.
It really does.
So, coincidence? I don't think so. I don't think this is coincidence. And the fact that they're following the books a little bit more for this one, I don't think it's coincidence either. I think they've been quietly back behind the scenes, Wizard of Oz man behind the curtain talking secretly to people that do handle their movies. All right, this is what we do. This is what we do, and da-da-da. Because, always late to the party, on a whim, Sunday we watched Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Oh, for the first time?
Yeah.
Nice.
And we loved it. She stopped what she was doing just because of the dialogue. She stopped and she's like, that's it, I'm in.
I was reading, and the dialogue, what really got me about the dialogue is I'm sitting there reading is going, this sounds like Ultimate Spider-Man.
That's what it was based on, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, okay, damn it. So next thing
Michael
you know,
Keaton as
I'm watching.
Michael Keaton as Vulture was spectacular. He was awesome.
Yes, he was.
And everything. It gave him purpose. It gave it purpose and everything like that. So, I think they've already kind of been there doing that. Because the same thing, before, Spider-Man was kind of in production before they even announced it. They were together.
Yeah, that is true.
So, again, I think they're following the same format, and this is going to turn into something absolutely amazing. Dorian Bell mentioned Fox and Disney could go and they could have Guardians versus Starjammers. I mean, Starjammers haven't been around. I mean, that's a great way to introduce them. And this is going to be amazing.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta give Marvel and Disney credit. Well, I mean, obviously, because what they're doing is amazing. But the biggest credit I give them when it comes to anything they're doing right now is the introduction of characters that you honestly wouldn't just randomly pick up casually.
Yeah.
Like, before the movie, I honestly could give a fuck about the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Me too, yeah.
I knew of them. I didn't give a shit.
I didn't know.
nothing.
And then they made them awesome.
Yeah, I mean, some people liked Ms. Marvel, but there's no doubt that once the movie comes, like, they're giving not lesser known characters, more like characters you should be paying attention to, so much more oomph now.
Which is just funny because as you say that, it lets me. For instance, there hasn't been a whole lot of news going on about Venom, but what little we have heard has been positive, with the exception of one thing. Venom, unfortunately, is going to be CGI.
Yes.
Which I'm very disappointed about that because I would, you can't beat the actual thing. But on the other front, they said Tom Hardy is training like an absolute beast, big, harder than he ever has.
Yeah.
For this. They said he's by far no hero. And he's by far no anti-hero either.
Good.
He is nasty. But